this is part 2 of Arriving in Korea series by me. Last time we talked about like application process and visa and so on and so forth, and then making it to the airport, passing immigration, and then taking the bus or the subway, which I recommended the bus, to your final destination, your university most likely. And then from the bus stop or station, if it's not extremely close to where you're going, just to take a taxi from there. It won't hurt, it's better. That's actually what I did. And today we'll be talking about the first few weeks, what to expect, what to do. I remembered that before coming to Korea, I was actually looking online at so many videos. I checked all the like what's life in Korea, what to do before coming, and experiences of people, because I was a little bit worried about, racism or stuff like that. But in retrospective, I never really faced any type of racism, and actually I had a pretty good experience overall. But that's my personal story. I came to Korea 2 times. One was for my undergraduate, which was almost a decade ago. Yeah, I'm super young, as you can see. And once for grad school, which I am in Aju right now. So my experience is a little bit different, but when I first came to Korea, my memory is a little bit blurry. But yeah, I made it to the subway station. Nope, I made it to the train station. Very difficult process. I actually had like 2 large suitcases, 1 small suitcase, and 1 backpack. On top of each, I had like a blanket. And yeah, I didn't have enough hands to carry everything, so I said it last time, and I will say it again and again and again for everybody to hear. When you come, just pack light. You don't need to bring your entire house with you, even if you're gonna live here for 4 years. Because I had an iron, I had blankets, I had everything I thought I needed. And yeah, I regret it because it was really hard to carry all of that. But thankfully, some people helped me, and yeah, I will always forever be thankful. I actually missed my train my first time coming to Korea. Like, I was there on time. I just could not make it to the right door of the right car because I was dragging all my suitcases. And some really cute and friendly and helpful ajushi was trying to help me, but we didn't make it. So the train staff, they were very kind and they let me book another ticket. So I really appreciate them. But yeah, that's what happened. So pack light, and yes. So once you get to your university, the first thing you will want to do is to find where you're staying, right? Register in your dorm, probably. In my previous university, Handong, we had amazing people. We have like a whole welcome team for when people come to school, because we have an orientation day. And so they were very helpful when I got there. But in Aju, I don't know if it's because I'm a graduate student or if it's like this in general. But yeah, I just got to the dorm by myself, and then there was an inspector, and he helped me register basically. And then actually I had my lovely professor from Handong come help me. But yeah, they would not allow outsiders within the dorm, so I had to carry everything by myself up these stairs because we did not have elevator. But some dorms will have it, so I'm just saying, pack light. You may have to carry everything by yourself. So once you arrive, register in your dorm, and most likely you will have an orientation in one way or another. Either it will last a week or a couple days. It depends on your program and your school. And during this orientation in my undergrad, we took this time to just get to know the school, get to know what it's like to study in Korea, get registered for bank and what we called back then alien registration card. Now it's just registration card, I guess, for foreigners, and our student card application, I guess. So when you first come here, you may have your international visa card or MasterCard or whatever. Some ATMs will not take them. Sometimes you cannot pay with these cards, so it depends. So I do recommend having cash at hand. Things have changed a lot now, so there's a lot of different cards that are available that you can use in convenience stores and things like this. But when I first came here, they told us, hey, you may want to bring some cash with you, probably about $1,000 or so, just for survival, emergency, food, and things like this until you get your actual Korean card. But that's it. You get to the dorm, you have extra money ready. Once you get to the dorm and you know where you're staying, since now you have packed light, right? You will need a few things to stay in the dorm. So I recommend first stop is Daiso. Daiso is this beautiful, amazing, cheap place where you can have everything you need. So you will want to get probably your blanket and bed sheets and everything you need to sleep, because the university will most likely not be offering this. You will want to get like eating utensils if you plan on just eating in the dorm, if you don't want to be eating out every time. So you will want your spoon, your chopsticks, your forks and whatnot, your containers. If you're cooking, you can also get your, I forgot what it's called, cooking utensils basically there. And you will want to get shower stuff. But we have this like small shower baskets because every dorm, there are two options. Either you will have your bathroom inside your room, or you will go to the public shared one. Either way, you're not gonna be by yourself. And so we all have our small little baskets where we put our necessities, and it doesn't mix with other girls. In my previous university, our shower was within our room, but we were 4 people sharing the room. So we had like shower slippers. And yeah, when you share a room with people, there will be things that you'll have to use together. So cleaning supplies and things like that, wait for your roommates and then invest in that together. Yeah, if you share one room together, you guys may wanna talk about rules. I think that's really helpful. People come at different times. So sometimes we forget to talk about the rules, but to live well together, it's really extremely important to talk about living habits, sleeping habits, eating in the room, like bringing people over, like not outside people, but like having other girls, is it okay to come in or whatnot? Cleaning schedule, like pet peeves, light, noise, stuff like this. Really important to know in order to live well together, because you guys are gonna be there for about 4 months at least, and everybody is different. In my previous university, we did not wear our shoes inside the room, but in Aju, I don't know if I should say this, but where there are more foreigners living, it was okay. But having lived in Korea for really long, I was like, how can we live with our shoes inside? Anyways, so yeah, please try to establish rules as soon as possible and don't skip. Even if you're waiting for everybody to get there, make that one time where you have the rules. And even when you do that, not everyone will abide, but at least you tried. So dorm, Daiso, making rules, making your ARC and all the cards that you need. Now, after this, during the orientation, you will also choose your courses. Now, people may think that your classes are chosen for you before coming, but that's not the case. You have what we call 수강 신청, which is course registration. And I think for freshmen, incoming freshmen, this is a war that you can never win, because everybody else will have had done their registration first, and so you just are left with the leftovers, good classes. And that's also a war, because you're competing with everybody else from your batch, right? With the few spots left in your mandatory classes, and it lasts like 2 seconds, maybe 10, you know? But you have to be really fast. So they will give you your ID and password, and like you will have to log into the school website, right? So I recommend being ready. It's usually around 10 a.m. or 9, but I think 10. And so be ready at least 10 minutes before and 3 minutes before. Refresh the page because it's gonna log you out. And just be ready. Click, 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 click. Okay? Know in advance what courses you want to take. Best if you know somebody in your major, like some 선배, someone who was there first, or at least try to talk with your roommates, whoever you get to grab and discuss if you can find information on the courses that are offered to you. And yeah, just be fast. I don't know, do some whatever with your hands to be faster. But if you don't get the classes that you want, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You can just take them next semester, hopefully. But yeah, it's always nicer to have the classes that you want. So you will do your course registration. You will have to wait a couple weeks, months for all your cards to be available, but you will always have your phone app, like the school app, for you to enter buildings and facilities and stuff like that. So now in my previous dorm, it was okay to lend your card to someone, but we had strict rules on time and things like that. But in Aju, if you tag, you're the only person who can own this card and who can use this card. And if you come in, you're gonna have to come out. And I did not know this in the beginning, so I almost got in trouble. Yeah, so don't make this kind of mistakes. Just, it's your card, just use it yourself. Yeah, just make sure to do everything that you need to do, and yeah, at least try to make one friend, somebody who can help you. I think that would be really helpful. For me personally, my first week, believe it or not, so many people still cannot believe this, but I am pretty shy, so it was kind of hard actually for me to make friends when I first got here. Hard and not hard. I was also really weird. And I'm not saying I'm not still weird today, but even weirder. But yeah, it would be good to have friends, but please be thankful for help, but do not necessarily expect it or feel entitled to somebody's help. If you know this, I think it will make your life in general a lot easier. But yeah, I think that's all I wanted to share about coming to Korea. Next video, I'll be sharing about life as a student in general. So, you know, course, we talked about course registration, but just in general, how the grading system works, and doing group projects together. I might share things that happened. It's a little different when you're a freshman versus when you're a senior and stuff like that, and things like should you or should you not skip class. You shouldn't, but you shouldn't. So I'll explain all of this next video. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.